You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, December 15th, 2022.
Oh, wow.
It's that
We are
breath
almost
control.
there.
You're almost there? Do you need to keep going?
No, it's almost the new year.
Oh, yes. Well, you know what they say about New Year's.
What?
No, you know. I don't have to tell you.
Oh, you're right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast. Season 2. We're darn doodly tootin' good now. My name is Cody, and I'm hosting this blue episode. And because it's a blue episode, I'm hosting it, me, the name of Cody. Guy who I am. See how I did that? Brought it back around.
I saw.
Masterful. Artful, even.
Inspired, you might say. So, as you may hear from the background, and the background, I mean the foreground, because it's the background in my head, because my voice is the most prominent in my own head, because of Aussie and resonance. I'm not doing this by myself. No. I'm simply hosting, playing stage to talents far greater than my own. To my digital left, one John.
Hey, I'm John.
And to my digital all the way around the globe, which makes it to the right, Dave.
Hey, I'm Dave.
That's Dave. You just heard him say his name. Now, what we're going to do is an improv comedy podcast broken up into segments. That's right. Segments, bits, pieces, chunks, little diddly doodads. We're making everything up on the spot. Everything. That's why I sound so awkward. No, but for real, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to start off with the very first segment, which happens to be my segment. And it goes a little something like this.
Welcome to Cody's Words of Wisdom. Soak up the knowledge.
If you're not praising the beneficent emperor in your day-to-day, then I don't know what to tell you, kids. Those mail orders are not going to fill out themselves. Those stamps are not going to lick themselves. But if they do, you know exactly who you need to call. That's right, your local Congress entity. Because they have been in charge of hunting stamps since your grandpappy was in diapers, which he actually may be again, and that's up to him. It's his personal choice. We don't judge here, except when we do. I judge because I am the judge. That's why they call me the judge. Because I got this hammer, and what's inside this hammer? You guessed it, more judges. They have their own hammers. It's judge hammers all the way down. You think there'd be turtles somewhere along the way, but we turned them all into soup, and that is just a criminal offense. We're going to go to jail by judging ourselves of turtle soup creation, and if you thought that was crazy, then you were correct, because once we're in jail, guess who keeps in charge of the jail? Judges. That's right. Did I say judges all the way down? Nope! Prison guards! You thought it was going back to the circling top. It wasn't. I got you. You're hooked. Send me $1,000.
If only it were that easy.
So those were my words of wisdom. I hope you learned something. I essentially tap into the consciousness stream of, not the universe, it's the bigger thing, of all reality, of anything that ever has. And yeah. You're good. You should. Good. That means one of us did it right. So there you go. That's that'll wet your comedic whistle, if you will. WHET, as in to wet. I learned that the other day. And the other day, it was a year or two ago, it's like to whet the appetite is like WHET to sharpen. Like this will sharpen your appetite like really, like a whetstone. And for the longest time, I assumed it was WET. Like this will really whet your appetite. And I was like, what the fuck does a moist appetite have to do with anything?
Yeah.
So that was the first segment. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do the next segment. That's right. It's that easy. It's that painless, just like pulling out a tattoo needle. Here's the next one.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go fruitwards.
That's right, is the world famous, universe famous, reality famous Fruitwards game here on Wasting All the Time, where we have two cards, kinds and colors. Green cards, adjectives, red cards are nouns, but no, we no longer draw physical cards like plebeians, like those debased in the eyes of purity or something, I don't know. Now, thanks to our amazing patron, Unexampled Salt, who is also handsome, I might add. I've seen him. It's true. The man's like an Adonis. We have an amazing digital version. Dave, don't roll your eyes at me. I saw that. I felt it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to draw them digitally. You can draw them yourself at fruitwards.com. WARDS, as in the direction of fruit. Are you ready, kids?
I'm
There we
ready.
go.
Ready.
Thank God. Adjective is the first one, which is clearly not correct. Hold on. Adjective forge. That's what it says. It says adjective forge.
Adjective is, well,
No, it's a noun.
yeah, true. Although in this particular case, it is what kind of forge? It's a forge for adjectives.
Oh, there we go. I forgot the most important part. We're going to use these words as a jumping off point for a scene. I was busy praising Salt's gloriousness, which definitely came around to bite me in the ass.
Right, lad. How's that simile coming along?
It's okay. It's a little bendy. It's strong like the sun's light. I don't know. It's
Right. See if you can.
It's a lot of work.
Right. That descriptor. See if you can tighten it up a bit. Like you said, it's wobbly.
Okay. So is the sun like I forgot
It's
what
strong
I said.
like.
Strong like the sun is strong like Rand the forgeman.
Well, that's very flattering of you. But I think if you start hitting it with a hammer,
Oh,
like I taught you last week, you'll find that tightens up that simile much more easily than trying to think about it.
okay, like this. Hammer's
Well, that's
heavy.
that's a way to start, sure.
How long do you think it'll take?
If you continue hammering that way, your apprenticeship is only so long, son. So we're going to have to put a little meat on that arm of yours. But in the
Okay.
meantime, let's look. Even that little bit of hammering, you've tightened it up, haven't you? So now it's strong as.
Strong as a bull? Okay. That's
Right, that's tighter, cleaner.
I don't know. What does he even want all these similes for? This feels like a lot of work.
Well, our learned emperor is a man that must convey a certain sense of erudition to the masses, and that's where we come in. We supply him with these bon mots to toss out at the crowd.
Okay, so what should I be looking to do? Like, what are some of the good ones?
Well, of course, the best were forged by the legendary Gunther.
I heard that name.
Yes, adjectives, adverbs that you could cut paper on. Just beautiful things. Beautiful
Oh,
things.
wow.
Many lost now to history.
Do you think I'll be good enough? Oh, God, he's coming.
The
Brand.
Emperor.
Oh, man.
Greetings, tradespeople.
Hello, Emperor Jerry.
Ah, yes, Tom. I've come to see if any of my turns of phrases are ready. You know, I've got a speech coming up in the weekend, and I want to make sure that I'm ready to go with the best.
Yes, well, our new apprentice here has just finished one up. It's early work, but I think it shows promise. I think one
fine, lad.
day he may be a good journeyman. So
Yes.
for your
And-
inspection,
And who is
your
this?
emperorness.
Who is this young apprentice? What is your name, sir?
My name is...
Imagine me calling you sir.
That's very polite of you, your worshipfulness. Should I execute myself now for my pretension?
No. What? No. What? No, that would not work at all. That would be
All
like
right. Yeah, here you are. Here
go
you
ahead.
are, Your Highness. It would be...
strong as a bull.
Oh, kind of sounds like I should do it then.
That doesn't really fit, I'm afraid. Is this your
Right, we
work,
had it.
apprentice?
Yes, your emperorosity-ness.
Yes, well, I'm sure Tom will train you up. Probably hasn't started yet. That's all right.
Nope. Last
Right,
6 weeks have been warming up.
It's early days!
So you say, Tom.
Yes.
So you say.
Well, I do have a few of my own prepared for you, Your Highness. I knew that you had this speech coming up on the harvest.
Yes.
Yes, so we have this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Plenteous as the bosom of the queen.
Careful.
Yes, but remember, Highness, you're the one saying it, so it's all right.
Yes, no, I see what you mean. Yes, I would be speaking about my own. I just don't know that I really want to call attention to that any more than is strictly necessary. It's already a bit of a thing, you know.
All right. Well,
I took a
see
tour
here.
of the barracks and saw some disturbing things carved into the walls.
Oh dear. All right. Well, we also have in the fresh from the forge here, this one. How's this strike your fancy?
Ooh, sharp as a tack. I like it. Is that one of yours?
Well, this is a reforging of one of the great Gunthers.
Oh, the great Gunther. God, I miss him.
Oh, we all do, Highness. We all do.
Some of us more than others.
Someday I'm going to be as great as him.
When?
Someday in the future, like climbing a mountain and the top is talent and I'm at the bottom.
Got your work cut out for you, Tom. There's just not a good pipeline for this anymore, is there?
Not really. Ever since they figured out that writing shit.
Terrible.
Sorry, I was having a coughing fit. I couldn't ring the bell, but
Oh, no worries.
the Dave's dry beat. I thought your work cut out for you, Tom. Oh my god. That was Fruitwards. We fruited all the word directions, and that was the scene. And I haven't had my voice crack that much in the last week or so, so that was a journey. Well, we should do the next segment, because that one is done, and we have forged it to death. Doesn't make sense, actually. Oh my god.
Twitter shins.
That's right, friendos. It is time for Twitter Shins Rapidballs, where we, and by we I mean I, trudge the horrific, godforsaken, emperor-abandoned depths of Twitter. We find the questions that you need answers to, not just want. Need. I'm going to read them here for our pundits. They're going to tell you what to think, just like the real news, and then we're all going to go home happy. Tweet number 3 from Miles Commodore at Miles Commodore. Who remembers this 1965 classic? Dave.
Hey, what up, Miles? Guess what? You know what? I remember all the classics from that year. Can you believe it? I was just so plugged in back then, you know? I was so connected, so in the zeitgeist, you know? I was just flowing with the flow and streaming on the top of it. And everybody was like, dude, man, you are so tied into what's what right now, you know? And that's just how it was. And, you know, the next year was a bit of a blur because of the blackout mentally. But otherwise, yeah, those were great.
You got to flow on top of the stream to really know what you're doing. John, rebuttal.
There were, in fact, no classics produced until roughly 5 years ago, when of course, Taylor Swift came out with the album that she came out with 5 years ago, whose title I, of course, know. That is the first class. That is the beginning of the paradigm by which we judge what is classic. Everything before we can just throw away because Taylor has shown us what it's really all about.
That was, of course, her album Reputation.
That's
the one, yeah.
John has a reputation for being swift. Tweet number 2 from Nickich out of contact. Nickich OOC. This guy is an ally? John.
Yes, he is. He is a World War II veteran, and he fought in the British Army, thus making him one of the Allied forces. I don't know what's complicated about that because that's just what we called them. You could go into a whole like simile thing, but I don't know why you would want to do that. So yeah. Maybe put down the keyboard for a bit there.
Don't make John get his pith helmet. He'll do it. Dave, rebuttal.
Hey, what up, tweeter? Guess what? I don't remember anything you said, and that's offensive to me. You know why? Because I think that people should take me into account. And I mean that, honestly. So do better.
Yeah, get your head out of your ass. And tweet number 1, top number 1 tweet in the entire internet, not difficult, from Jay Johnson at Michael963033310. Anybody else remember hearing the sound before seeing the picture? Dave.
Hey, what up, Michael? Guess what? I don't remember that. I'm thinking, I'm trying to rack my brain here, and I can't remember a time when the sound and the vision, like, were in that order. It's just, I'm not sure I understand. I want to say that maybe you're wrong and you have it backwards, but I'm so confused.
Still tough to take Dave seriously since the blackout. John, rebuttal.
Yes, I remember.
Of course, John is always correct. This has been Twittertion's Rapidballs. It was a lot funnier in my head. This guy is an ally. There was a gif of League of Legends, and I was like, like this. It was really funny in my head. That was the
best
tweet.
place.
Yes.
Yep. And then all of a sudden I read it out loud and went, well, shit.
There are implications.
Yeah. As soon as I was halfway through a sentence and went, fuck. Well, you went World War II on it, and I appreciate that. And for that, we thank you. Now that we have plumbed the horrific depths of Twitter, and you're all welcome for that, I'm going to have to take 3 scalding showers to rid myself of the stench. We're going to move on to some actual premium knowledge from you, our listeners. You, in fact, can send us things that we will read. I almost said live. Well, we will read it live, and we'll record it. You get the best of both worlds. Go to wastingallthetime.com/contact. Send us something fun. But for now, this is...
And now it's time for Fings What Got Sent Us.
Best get right cracking, Gov. Yes, Things What Got Sent Us, where, as I said, you, our faithful, brilliant listeners, send us something just pretty darn peachy to work with. This one is from our old friend, Butt Stuff.
Hey.
Yes, you all remember Butt Stuff.
I'll never forget.
Hashtag never forget Butt Stuff. Butt Stuff says, who would win in a fight? 3 cats or math? And then each of you take turns doing a radio spot advertising for the fight. Is the scene.
Oh, dear.
And what are the 2 competitors again? Because my brain's not working.
3 cats or math.
Ah, okay.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Come see 3 cats take on the concept of mathematics. For one night only, because we don't have enough cats. Come and see the bludgeoning knowledge that is logical math take on the feline race. And there will be cat scratch posts. There will be postulations. And there will be equations. Who will win? Find out Sunday. It'll be the cat.
Oh, that's so good. I never top that.
Yes, this weekend we will learn the answer to the age-old question. What will win in a fight? This tome containing the world's knowledge of mathematical ideas and equations, or these three scruffy, adorable kittens. Yes, it's one for the ages this weekend. Join us as we see these three little cats snuggled up in the arms of narrative causality, going up against this book, an inanimate object representing a cold, clinical idea. Yes, who will win? None can say, but I can announce today that we have a surprise waiting for you, for this book will be wielded. Yea, it will be tag teaming alongside the collected works of William Shakespeare. The suspense is thick enough to cut with a butter knife. Join us this weekend, friends and neighbors. End of promo.
Fuck. Yeah! Well, y'all get ready to come on down to the Cat Math Rodeo. My God, we got 10 toes and 10 more toes on each of these little kitties, and they're gonna take to math like cats to water, which if you've seen that, it is a hell of a sight. Hooty lolly, Shortiger ain't got nothing on this. We know we got 3 of these kitties, and we know we got differential equations. We got factorials. We gonna derive a good time out of this wrangling. How many math textbooks can these cats make it through? That'll be an integer, which is a math term. So by golly, get your pencils and calculators and other math paraphernalia and head on down to Steve Clown's Rodeo. Because by God, if these cats are alive at the end of the day, then none of us are going to prison. Cat Math 22 Rodeo. Be there or be rectangular root.
Oh, that was great.
That was great. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. Got myself all riled up there. Haven't done a rodeo promo in a while.
We had a monster truck rally announcer, a World's Fair announcer, and the rodeo guy.
I'm honestly glad you did the monster truck first, because that was my default. I was going to run with that, and you did it. And I was like, oh, I need to come up with something else. And then
low hanging.
John, I'm really glad you stepped in, because I didn't have anything when you started. Oh, oh my God! So thank you, Butt Stuff.
Yes,
thank you, Butt Stuff. That was awesome.
Always happy to do a silly retro voice.
Love those voices. Now we bring ourselves to the very final segment. The very final. Final is binary after all. The very final segment, which is
It's the Improv Game of the Week.
Yes, the world famous, not quite reality famous yet, world famous Improv Game of the Week, where every week here on the podcast we choose an improv game and then we try to play it. And in this case, I have chosen the game called Oscar Moment.
Ooh.
We have not played this one in quite a while.
That's
but
right.
I really like it. At various points in a scene, someone will call, and in this case, we'll do a couple. The offstage player will call Oscar moment. The player who is currently speaking launches into an emotionally supercharged monologue, kind of like that you would see during the Oscars from someone who was nominated for Best Actor. In the film industry, they call it, you can really chew the scenery. Just dive deep, and the more banal and mundane the thing that I get launched into, the better. So we'll start this one with John and Dave, and if we can get from our amazing viewing audience, if you would like to be part of the audience, you too, the live audience, mind you, the live audience, you can head over to patreon.com/timewastepod for as little as $1 a month. You can be a part of this live. You can see our goofy faces, well, some of our goofy faces. You can see the goofy J that John's camera is currently giving us. But it's live, and you give us suggestions too. It's a ton of fun. Give me an example of a monetary transaction where someone might be exchanging money for goods or services.
I'm predicting this scene might be real tender.
Buying something on Craigslist and meeting in a shady parking lot. All right, John and Dave, take it away.
Jeez. Okay. Hi. Are you Ravenblade 42?
I am.
Okay.
I am he.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so this is where you wanted to meet to, I brought the cash. Do you have the Stretch Armstrong?
I do. It has been opened, but it has the original packaging.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's very rare to find it, totally unopened these days.
Oscar moment.
Ever since they stopped making them because of the scandal, I never thought I'd live to see the day when a hero like Stretch Armstrong would do something like that. Would just rob so many of us children of our innocence, by participating in that kind of filth. I mean, illegal sports betting on the team that he was a part of. I want to collect these toys because I want to capture that feeling of what it was like before I knew, that innocence. Bring it back. I just want to bring it back somehow. Be that kid again.
It wasn't Armstrong's fault. Stretch did nothing wrong. It was all the people that he mistakenly surrounded himself with. I understand. Yes. So do you mind one of his feet fell off?
And scene. Masterfully done, John. Masterfully done. Way to dip into that. Hot damn, bro. All right,
illegal
shall we?
Sports betting.
Yeah, that could have gone a lot of directions. I like illegal
the team
sports
he
betting.
was on.
Hashtag Stretch did nothing wrong. Shall we do another, gents?
Sure.
All right. Will be myself and Dave.
So does John get to call the Oscar moment?
He does indeed.
All right.
If I could have maybe, or an example of an everyday activity, then we can go ham on it. Or just, pushing a child on a swing set.
Okay.
There's Oscar bait written all over it. All right, Timmy. Now we're going to go a little bit higher than we've gone before. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready,
Okay.
Dad.
All right, so I'm gonna pull it back here. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to let go of my arms because I'm not attached to the swing.
No.
Okay, see then if I let go, the swing doesn't swing, Timmy. That's
Can I trust you?
Timmy. Of course, listen. The last couple times were clearly an accident. This one is gonna be fine.
Okay.
So Okay, ready? All right. I'm
All right.
gonna push the swing.
Okay.
Go.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, wow. I'm pumping my legs, Dad. I'm pumping.
Just like I taught you, yeah.
Oscar moment.
And by God, if there was anything else I was gonna teach this kid,
Yes.
it wasn't to pump his legs in the air. It was to pump them on the ground so he could run. Run for the goals in life. There's not always going to be somebody to push you on the swing. There's always going to be someone to pull back on those chains and give you a little woo-woo moment. No, little Timmy was going to have to grow up fast. In a world like this, chains aren't... chains on the swings aren't the only chains in the world. And he was going to learn that the hard way. And so, here we were. One of life's earliest lessons. Trust Dad on the swing set. Oh, if only I knew how bad it was gonna get before the end.
And the winner for best voiceover is
And see,
Thank you.
I was so hoping that whoever did the Oscar moment would go that exact route with it. The retrospective voiceover.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. It's just rife with metaphor that can be over extruded into nonsense.
So I guess we should do one more so that Dave can have his Oscar moment.
That's true.
If we must.
You two go ahead. I'm coughing way too much to do in that scene.
Okay.
Let's get an example of a joyous moment. All right, a graduation.
A graduation. Wait, hold on.
And now I am pleased to introduce this year's valedictorian, Abigail McCann.
Hi, everybody.
Such a joke.
I'm Abigail. I am honored to be this year's valedictorian. Thank you, Principal. Principal Jones, thank you.
You're welcome, Ms. McCann.
Great. It's going great.
Yes, your speech, Abigail. Everyone waits with bated breath.
Oh, that's now. Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Abigail.
Oscar moment.
And I've been waiting for this moment since pre-K. All my life growing up, when I was a baby, everyone told me I was dumb. And I really took that in a bad way. And I knew that I could prove them all wrong if I just stuck to it. I could be sharp as a tack, be strong as a bull. You know? I could really become someone if I gave it the hard work and I mustered my moxie. And I just kept to it. And now, here I am, 20 years later, graduating high school as valedictorian. Mom? Dad? I wish you could see me now.
Oh my God. What a culmination. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, gents. Got tears in my eyes. That's it.
That's a fun one. I forgot about that game. I'm glad you brought it back.
Yeah. We could theoretically expand it into a longer part of a scene where the Oscar moments wax and wane, and then you keep going with the scene as well. But those were so good. Well, my friends, that is it. We have mustered forth all the humor that exists in the world at the moment. I'm sure there'll be more a little later. Don't worry about it. But for now, that's everything that is funny. We just did it. We did it all right here. So thank you so much for listening. Hope you had a fantastic time. If you would like to learn a little bit more about us, head on over to wastingallthetime.com. Or, as I mentioned earlier, for as little as $1 a month, you can help support us at patreon.com/timewastepod. We'd super appreciate it, and we do super appreciate all of our extant patrons. Y'all are amazing. Fans, our listeners, people who send in things. It's just glorious. It's just glorious. You're amazing. Never change, kid. We are also coming up on the end to year, where we're going to do a fantastically hilarious, fun wrap-up, go over some scenes that y'allins voted on. So be sure to show up for that. It's going to be a kick. Well, that's going to do it for us, friends. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next time. Butts.
Bon voyage.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers.
Dave here is trying to tell us that the Emperor's blessings are not worth consideration, which I think is blasphemy and heresy, and I have to smite him. So that's just me, though. That's just me. No, you're not allowed to be that funny this early. I can't keep up.